Hi everyone, we're Person to Person, and welcome to your July market update. Rachel, why don't you talk about Newburyport?
So for the month of July, there were 18 single-family homes that sold. The average sale price was $1,037,500. 22 days on market on average, so a little bit of an uptick. Because we're seeing on average for almost all of these towns, 15 days on market. There was a 0.2% decrease from list to sale price.
Well, that's a change.
Definitely a change.
Definitely.
So right now, as of today, there are 13 active listings. The current days on market average for those listings is 67 days.
Ooh, that's a change.
It's a definite change.
Yeah.
And you will see that kind of as a pattern of what's going on right now. What do we got going on with condos in Newburyport?
For condos, there were 13 sold. The average price was $757,500. 20 days on market, 1.9% over list price, so that's not dramatically high. It's a little bit over list. So again, a leveling of the market is what we're seeing.
Yep.
So today on the market in Newburyport, there are 20 condominiums listed. Days on market are 37. So not 15, not 10, but 37.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Newbury.
Yeah, Newbury. So 12 sold, which is a pretty large amount for Newbury.
Small town, yeah.
Yep, for a small town. Like I said, over the winter and the beginning of the spring, we were only seeing like 3 or 4. So 12 is a pretty significant number. Average sale price was about 1.3. Days on market, 19. So again, a little bit of an uptick. 6% average over list price. So, you know, I feel like in markets that have generally less inventory because they're smaller, the over ask price tends to still stay steadily above list. Whereas Newburyport, there's a lot more inventory to choose from, so the scarcity is still seems like to be prevalent.
All right.
So there are right now today.
Yes.
10 listings on the market in Newbury, 58 days on market.
And that's for single family.
That's for single family. Oh, yes. And there are actually 3 condos on the market in Newbury right now.
We never see them.
No, and their average days on market is 84. West Newbury, what's going on in Little West Newbury?
West Blueberry. There's 7 sold. Average price $1,167,857, which is a big number for West Newbury.
For an average?
Yeah,
for
17 days on market, 6% over listing. So I feel like people are moving from Newburyport to the outer areas a little bit because of scarcity. So we're seeing an uptick in Newbury and West Newbury.
Yeah.
For sure, because those are the towns people move to if they aren't going to go to Newburyport.
Also, if they want to stay in the area, but Newburyport might be out of the budget and they want more space.
Well, also, I think that in Newbury in particular, there have been a couple of subdivisions. And that if you have 4 units sell in a subdivision in a small town, that can skew the whole market. So that's kind of an interesting factoid. We'll follow that going forward.
Yeah, and there are currently 7 listings on the market, and the average days on market for those are 43.
43, wow. Okay, why don't you talk about Amesbury, single family homes?
Yeah, 16 sold. Average sale price was $732,815. Days on market, 19. Average over list was 1.6%. So that is definitely down from what we've seen in Amesbury, because the over list percentage for Amesbury the last few months has been pretty wild. It's been the highest of all the towns in the area.
It has been wild.
So the fact that it seems to be going back
Calming
down.
Calming down, yeah. Not as much of a feeding frenzy in Amesbury as it was.
Yeah. There are 11 listings currently on the market. Single family in Amesbury. 95 days on market is the average.
That's a big change. It's a big change.
Okay, so what about condos? What do we got?
9 sold. Average price is $267,603. So certainly a lower price point for condominiums in Amesbury.
Yeah.
There's a lot more complexes in Amesbury that have lower price points than there are in Newburyport for sure.
Yeah.
They went 3.3 3.275 average over list. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Days on market 43, so not 20.
No.
Nope.
I recently did a video on TikTok talking about asking Massachusetts buyers, people who are actively looking, why are buyers so trigger shy right now? Because we have seen that a lot.
Yeah.
We have seen people say, "Oh, I love this house so much, it's perfect. We're gonna go write an offer," and then you never hear from them ever again. It's like we're getting ghosted, like it's Tinder. And so I put it out there. I said, "What is going on that is making you so shy to pull the trigger?" And it's interesting. I think they're younger generation saying they're all looking for their perfect home. And as someone who was not in their forever home, their first home, I think it's good to keep the perspective that it's better to be in a home that you have equity in, that you know next year that payment is not going to go up because your mortgage is locked in. Unlike a landlord where next year, and we're seeing that the rental market is still absolutely insane. Yeah. So the housing purchase market has settled, but the rental market is still crazy. You have certainty with a mortgage. You do not have certainty with a rental. So yes, don't strive for perfection on your first one. And then another thing that people said that a lot of people don't know that you can get an inspection these days.
Yeah, I've run into that just on the street talking to people.
Yeah.
I was in our wonderful natural grocer the other day, and they said, "How's the market?" And I said, "Well, you tell me." And like, "Well, we still can't get an inspection." No, I said, "No, that's not true." They're like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
So it is a big change. The other thing that I want to mention is that different age groups of buyers have different hot buttons. And what we're finding with people more in Rachel's demographic is that they're looking to show their personal values in the house they buy. So in Rachel's case, she was in a very nice colonial, but did not speak to who she was. She found a mid-century modern ranch, and that is her. And it's like, I'm in my forever house.
Yeah.
And it says who she is from the curb. Like, that's, who lives there. Yeah. So what we're finding is it could be environmental, it could be energy efficiency, it could be stylistic, but the younger buyers really are looking for something that speaks to them, who speaks to their core values as a human being, not their monetary values. So it's very interesting. That's very interesting.
For sure.
So thank you so much for joining us with our July update, and we look forward to hearing from you. Any wrap for you, Rach?
Enjoy the rest of the summer. Yeah. Because it's almost over.
It's not almost over. It's over in September. September 21st is the end of summer. So we are holding on to every day. Thanks so much, and enjoy the rest of the summer. There's 8 weeks of it.
There's a month left.
Well,
8 weeks.
Okay, well, I'm optimistic. You can cut that, Chris.
Keep that in. That's cute.
Okay. Anyway, to me, it's 8 weeks.
It's not.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.